Of course, tonight here on CBS, it's the 77th Tony Awards. Baayork Lee already has her Tony. She won a special award in 2017 after a remarkable career as an actor, dancer, choreographer, and director, dating back more than 70 years. She's talking with Mo Rocca.
5, 6, 7, 8.
The 1975 musical A Chorus Line had no stars. Instead, it told the stories of the dancers who hustle from show to show, whose names audiences will probably never know. The show became a Tony Award-winning smash. Why was A Chorus Line such a big hit?
I think, first of all, we were the first reality show.
You really think so?
Oh, absolutely. We played ourselves.
Baayork Lee played one of those dancers, doing what they do for one simple reason.
What I did for love.
The theme song that Marvin Hamlish wrote for us, which is What I Did for Love, really is what it's all about. We love what we do. It's the passion and the dedication and the discipline.
Not what I did to become a star.
Exactly.
The musical was the brainchild of director Michael Bennett, who was known for incorporating contemporary dance moves into his choreography. Take this number from 1968's Promises, Promises, with music by Burt Bacharach and featuring Lee. It is an extraordinary dance. My biggest question is, how did you actually keep your heads on your necks?
We would go to the chiropractor once a week.
Promises, Promises was Baayork Lee's third show as a Michael Bennett dancer. But her path to Broadway began much earlier, when she was 5 years old and living in New York's Chinatown.
So this is Mott Street. So back, I think, in the 30s, earlier than that, there was only one block or two blocks.
That was
Chinatown.
Back then, Lee's world revolved around this two-block stretch, where she went from her Catholic grammar school to the restaurant Wo Hop, which her father founded in the 1930s.
We are doing the dumplings one time and pick us a snow pea pots and cutting the string beans every morning.
Do you remember your father doing this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then, in 1951, when Rodgers and Hammerstein's The King and I, starring Yul Brynner, was casting the roles of royal children, Baayork and her brother ventured uptown to audition.
And there were thousands of kids there, well, looked like thousands of kids there, and we all got on the stage, and I saw chandeliers, and I saw velvet seats, and I was just mesmerized.
Had you shown any evidence before 5 years old that you might want to be a performer?
No.
Did you take to it immediately, this performing thing?
Oh, absolutely. Ham on ham.
Baayork Lee had found her calling. And then when you were 8, what happened?
I was let go because I outgrew my costume.
Them's the breaks.
Guns and breaks.
And so did you go on unemployment?
I went on unemployment. My mother had to pick me up to sign in. Everybody knew me at the unemployment office. Here she comes. She replaced.
For a while, she attended the prestigious School of American Ballet.
Now here I am in the Nutcracker.
Directed by George Balanchine, the original Nutcracker. But soon enough, it was back to Broadway. Then here you are with the great Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes, and here I am, here with Tommy Tune.
4'10", 4'10", that's the story of my life.
When A Chorus Line opened, Lee was still only 29, but it would be her last show as a performer.
Opening night, Michael Bennett said to me, "You're going to take this all over the world." And I just looked at him and laughed, really.
He basically handed you the keys.
Yes, he handed me the keys opening night.
Lee was starting a new act in her career. Since 1975, she's helped cast and direct productions of the musical all over the world.
A 5, 6, 7, and a 1 change.
The role of nurturer came naturally to her, as I can attest.
Point, flick, step, kick, tap, change.
In 2009, Lee co-founded the National Asian Artists Project.
Good to have you.
The goal? Exposing Asian Americans to the joys of musical theater.
This goes this way. A snowy blowing.
And this 78-year-old isn't just lending her name to the cause. We saw her rehearsing aspiring performers in that turkey-lurkey dance. And later introducing them to a crowd of tourists at a Midtown Manhattan hotel. And in 2017, Baayork Lee earned the Isabel Stevenson Tony Award for her work.
I really cherish this because it is about me helping my community. Not my 12 Broadway shows, not all of the things that I've done. I really take pride in this. Let's do those arms again. Do you know when to do it? Here we go.
Today, Baayork Lee, a child of the stage, has raised more Broadway babies than she can count. Do you feel like this represents your life's work?
Absolutely. Represents my life's work.
Which isn't done yet.
No. Hold it. And freeze. Freeze, freeze, freeze. Good. Cut. Let's do it one more time from the top.